2013. My name is Bob Bryant, and I'm Executive Director of Fine Arts here for Katy. And we're just so excited to do this. A couple things about the festival that I want to ask you to help us out this morning. If you have any kind of a mobile device, phone, anything like that, if you would turn off whatever makes noise, but you're more than welcome to leave it on and take pictures and tweet those out to your friends and relatives and all across the world, because we really feel like that this is something that everyone needs to know, how these young people are learning from the professionals. A little bit about the festival: it's not a competition. We're here strictly to hear the students perform, do their very best, and then the pros will come up here, the world-class musicians, in which you can read about in your program, will be coming up here and giving them feedback, immediate comments on what they enjoyed about the performance. Got a little bit of idea about maybe what the different genres they developed, or who might be some artists that they've listened to, learn more about those genres.
Yeah, just like they did against my breed. Oh, I know. No, I know.
Part of it right after this is education, and I tell you, I enjoy that. I enjoy listening to the performances, but I love enjoying hearing what the artists have to say, because it makes me a much more aware consumer. And so when I start listening to jazz in my car or wherever it might be, it lets me really appreciate what's going on with that. So with that said, turn off any noisemakers that you have, but feel free to take pictures or video, post them, send them to Grandma, or Uncle Bert, or whoever, and then just enjoy the day. We have a full day today, not only here, but also with professionals starting in the Black Box at 10:15, and an incredible art exhibit in the front commons, which begins at about 11 o'clock, in which it is some of the best artists around, and gallery owners are going to be coming through there. There is art for sale, and also if you want to do any food, we will have food up there around lunchtime or so, courtesy of Whole Foods, and so it's all good stuff. So you don't have to worry about it. It's you're not going to find, if you're looking for a Frito pie, I think this way you're going to find it. Oh, wait a minute, let me see who this is. Oh no, we're getting started right now. I'll tweet you something in just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Katy High School Jazz Project and the Director of Mr. Andrew.
First tune was a tune called My Friend the Couch by Craig Skeffington. It's a really cool samba chart. This next one is a song called Povo. It's a rock tune. It's our ballad. So hope you all enjoy. And that last one featured Marion Lazoya on tenor saxophone. And Mr. Trevor Price back there on trumpet. feature Mr. Trevor Tice on trumpet. And Ms. Miranda Zoya again on tenor saxophone. We're going to close with a nice 3/4 swing. This is West Coast Blues. It's going to feature Ms. Zoya again, this time on flute, which I used to consider a primary instrument. I'm going to say it's tenor saxophone now. And also Mr. Connor Morton on guitar, and Mr. Trevor Tice again back there on trumpet. Thank y'all so much for being here. Hope you enjoy the Katy High School Jazz Project.
Katy High School Jazz Project, directed by Mr. Andrew Lee. For those of you sitting in the audience, you saw a lot of people kind of congregating and huddling around a table right there. Those are our professional jazz artists, and they're listening and making comments and talking to each other and saying, hey, I want to tell them about this, I want to tell them about that. So we're going to hand the microphone over to them so that you can hear what's being said, because this is the time that we can all learn better about jazz music and how we can enjoy it more and perform it better. So, Jock, you going to start? Okay, hang on, let me unwind this for you here. By the way, if you're looking for the credentials on these guys, it's all printed in your program. These are members of the Andre Hayward Sextet, and they will be performing tonight's concert. Yeah, that's kind of like, yeah, exactly. That wasn't going to go anywhere. Thank you very much.
Good morning. First of all, I commend you cats for being here this early playing instruments this early in the morning. In jazz world, this is a no-no. However, you're doing a great job. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you sounding good. As an ensemble, you all sound great. I was really impressed by the level of dynamic control. You took us somewhere with dynamics. It wasn't all one level. You all utilized the markings. Your red one was on the paper. It said crescendo, you did that. It said break it down, you did that. That's very important. Music creates moods and feelings. So therefore, we were able to follow you with that. So as an ensemble, you sound good. The intonation, from what I can tell, was pretty much, it was on. It was pretty much on as far as that's concerned. A few little things I think might enhance what you're doing. I loved how you were playing on drums. I'm a guitar player, but I loved how you were playing. However, I think you could have played a bit more. You were playing a little bit timid, which will affect your time. Sometimes it'll affect because you're holding back, and it's, meter is really tricky. There's a fine point. There's some places in between beats that if you get caught up in that, it'll appear as if you're dragging or rushing. So you have to be very careful to play with dynamics, but play with authority. Intensity can be soft as well, okay? As a rhythm section, you all were together. I could have stood here a little more bass. I could feel you back there, and you were getting to it. But I think everybody can kind of come up a little bit, especially on that second ballad. It was a guitar thing for you to do on that second tune. I didn't hear that shake it, that you could have been putting on with that. And the last thing I want to say, a couple quick things. When you all the head on the second tune, how does that go? The first part of the melody? Yeah, ba-ba-doo-doo. See, that's how you just sung it, da-da-doo-doo. That's not how you want to play that. See how you sung that? Everybody sing, the band, just sing that head for me real quick. 1, 2, See, now, we'd rather go 1, 2, ba-ba-doo-wah. See how you phrase it, boo-ba-doo-wee, boo-boo-bee-wah. It's how you phrase it. If you go ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Is that as hip as ba-ba-doo-wee, ba-boo-boo-wee? There's a big difference in that, right? So you should be singing that head. You should sing it away from the instrument, because you don't want to come out corny, man. Ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-ba. You don't really want that, do you? Okay, so sing these heads away. And if you say, man, I'm singing corny, I need to work on I'm corny, man. Just fix that. Just change it and make it happen. Okay, you were playing some great solos. Take your time. Take your time. The chords aren't going to go anywhere. Take your time and sit on it and really think about your ideas. I see you trying to play through the changes versus on each chord. Find you a line that goes across. Okay? Pretty much that's all I have to say, pretty much. So you guys sound great. West Coast Blues, brother. That's our heroes wrote that song, okay? So the words are, I got a baby on the East Coast, gig on the West Coast. It's a song. It's a story about something, okay? So Wes played it, so next time, get on those changes and play that song and relax. I saw when you started solo, was your solo, your foot went in it. Just relax. Listen to the record. There's a great video of Wes Montgomery playing with a big band. I think Johnny Griffin's in the band and a bunch of folks. He's over in Europe. You can look on YouTube. You guys have access. It's Wes over in Europe somewhere with a big band. They're playing West Coast blues. So check it out so you can hear outside.
Great. Good morning, guys. Really enjoyed your performance.
Great overall. There's a couple of fine points that we can talk about just in terms of ensemble playing. I actually did hear a few intonation issues in the saxophones. And a part of that, I think, it was just basic breathing or putting air in the instruments. I always tell younger musicians who are wind players to get cold air when you inhale, warm air going out. That really makes a difference in projecting your sound. I can't stress enough the importance of working on long tones with a tuner. Get you a tuner. And nowadays, you got the apps on your phone. Have something that you can gauge your pitch with. That's very important. There's no good practice long tones if you don't have something there that you can measure. Okay, so work on your intonation. Trombone section. There were times when I could have heard more of you guys. The tonguing, single tonguing, and things like that. All those things associated with your method books are important. The saxophone is a universal method of saxophone. Brass instruments, you got the Arvis book. That's pretty much your encyclopedia, so to speak, of brass playing. Work on all of those things. Single tonguing, lip slurs, all of that stuff is very important and it applies when we get a jazz. So let's not get into the thing of sloppiness is okay in this music. No, we don't want to get into that kind of thing. But that's the only thing I wanted to mention. The intonation and just basic articulation. Okay. Rhythm section, like on West Coast blues, I thought the drummer, you could have been a lot more defined with the rhythm. So you got to start thinking in terms of triplets. Play me a 3/4 beat. You know what? That's not bad. But I want you to lay into it a little bit more. I want you to sing triplet, 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 triplet. Just sing that for me. And okay, now while you sing that, I want you to play that same beat for me. As a matter of fact, let's get the whole band doing it. Because I want you guys. Hold on just a second. I want you guys to get used to vocalizing. Whether you're playing parts or you're playing a solo, or you're comping behind the soloist. A lot of your great rhythm section players would actually hum their comp patterns. And one drummer in particular who's a favorite of mine is Billy Higgins. I mean, like you hear him, so you gotta get in there like that. So here they have the singing. Listen, see you do it. Everybody sing triple and triple and triple and triple and triple and triple and triple. Everybody. We get the audience going too. The triple and triple and triple and triple and triple and triple and triple. We need everybody. Okay, now let's do it in time. Let's do it in time. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, and. Did you hear the difference in that? That was swinging. That felt good. How did that feel, guys? Give me a hand. All right.
I just want to say, in general, I really dug the soloist. That was very nice. And I really dug that intro on the second piece. The thing I wanted to talk to the piano player specifically about was, like I noticed in the music and on West Coast blues, that the comp pattern is written on every downbeat. I just wanted to stress that you definitely do not have to stick to that, especially when you're comping behind a soloist. You know, you want to treat it like another percussive instrument, and you want to do different patterns, like even some of these patterns during the ensemble play, you can incorporate that when you're just comping behind a soloist. You know, and listen to some piano players to pick up some different patterns of what you do in 3/4, what you do in 4/4, and you do not have to stick to that on every downbeat. But it was very good.
Thank you, sir.
And in general, I think you could be a little stronger, a little louder, not so timid. You know, pretty much I think they covered all the rest of the stuff. So I'm gonna pass it back.
First of all, good morning, everybody. Forgive me if I sound a little tired this morning. I just needed a cup of Starbucks coffee with a shot of espresso. So I think I'm doing better since I'm playing that. But anyway, first of all, let me introduce myself very quickly. My name is Craig Shaw. I'm a bassist, so from what I've heard, you know, everybody, there's tunes that you all just played a good job, first off, and just taking back, you know, from what the points that you received thus far already as horn players. Just keep, you know, while you're playing, you know, tunes such as West Coast Blues, as well as your first one, which I think was a funk tune. What was the name of that funk tune, by the way? What was the name of the last tune you did, the funk tune, before West Coast Blues? Well, okay. Just remember that, you know, when you're playing this music, whatever your parts are, you know, everything that you have in front of you as sheet music, you know, there's pretty much just guidelines to remind, you know, let you know where you are, you know, which sections you're ready to make transfers, you know, through the piece, and just, you know, I would encourage, you know, while you played the piece several times already so far, you know, if you can get access to recordings of these tunes. West Coast Blues, that's being a West Montgomery tune. This, you know, it's been around for a long time. What I hear is, you know, I'm hearing several things. You know, get the feel of dance. You want to just remember that this is synonymous with, you know, being. You want to make people feel like, you know, just get them out of their seats, because, you know, this room, you know, rooms are different. Just, you know, think of it in terms of a dance music. And while you're preparing for such tune, you know, whatever the time that you have to practice, just practice, you know, practice your parts with, you know, different routines. If certain parts seem difficult for you, get a metronome. How many of you use a metronome? I've been playing almost 20, 30 something years. I still use a metronome. But, you know, it's a very accessible tool. So, you know, just use that to the best of your advantage. And, you know, you don't have to take everything at certain speeds, like a tempo for West Coast Blues, you know, different blues. Just take it slow, build up. And, but, you know, anyway, I'll say this really quickly. While you all are listening to it, just remember how important that is. I just gave a couple of points to the rhythm section bass player. Y'all want to be able to, you know, listen to each other in a collective effort to lock in with each other. Nice things you were doing on the drum, you know, just lay back a little bit more, convey more of that. Yeah, the tripping patterns. Just remember those tripping patterns. They really help in, you know, just keeping the consistency of the rhythm and tempo. But other than that, thank you very much. I just learned something myself. Good job. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, great job, guys. We will hopefully see you tonight at the concert.
Thank you so much.